Hello, this is Gerald Van. This is part 2 of a small series of some of the elements in English versions and in Chinese versions, and let's compare them as how they are built up from sounds also and from characters in the Chinese script, and what they mean and what they present and how they build up from, especially from the letter positions as meaningful positions in time and space. There's a theory for it. That is described in these books, and that is also describing that every letter has a meaningful foundation, and the build-up of the theory is in these books. What I'm concluding in these videos might even go further and even be more clear in the end. So part 2 is about water. That's the English word, obviously, and shuǐ is then the Chinese word. I'm still struggling now and then with the Chinese words to pronounce them well, so I still have to practice a lot. But I can realize already from the sound meaning positions where it is leading to, where it is founded, and where the comparisons to the English can appear. And that's what I'm going to explain in these videos. So we start, of course, with the English word. And the English word for water is water, which starts with the W, which you can show as this. The W is are these fluctuations, mostly at the end of a process and running on at a certain time frame at an automated speed, let's say, in an automatization process. The A will be at the trying to find out where my space of focus is, so it will be there, and try to focus on what is a separate entity. So here's just one wave of water comes out as wa, but we have wa, so a combination of o and a, also showing that it's not just one wave we have here. The wa as water has the O in it. The O is an environment, it are moments, so it is the environmental moments that lead to separate positions, separate waves as a matter of speaking. So that's these environmental fluctuations will be thought over, will be realized in the background, even if we're going to focus on just one physical moment in A. What we will focus in the end with the T. The T is, of course, again positioning on one of these moments, and we recognize what it is. It's almost the same like what, yeah. We recognize what it is, and we recognize in a way not just its feature, like T mostly says that I have the features, I have its height, so I know what it is. It's its features. In this case, it's also about conditions, and by defining its conditions, it's its state. I discover the state. I discover the state of it, the water. That's how you can understand it. Well, we still have the R. The R is the connection to the connection points that are also connected in time. So we have to go there as well, here from the what point. But because of the is involved, we involve also not just the different environments, we also involve the realization that this is about a time frame and things are changing. So they're also changing moments, changing positions. The fluctuations of W will show itself also here in the end results of the water. So this presents water as the English word. Does it relate with the Chinese word or Chinese character? Shuǐ. Yeah, the more I'm thinking in English, the less I can speak Chinese, so it seems. But you can see the symbol that it seems not to have so much in common, and it's not immediately recognizable as water. So let's see where this character comes from, how I can place it, how I can understand it, combined with the sounds. The sounds also gives a lead what it is expressing. So we have here on the scheme of focus, the scheme of focus of the material world, the time world, and the context, how the symbol is fitting on my time frame. And I also add there the conceptual idea of water, which can be used as a separate character, as being part of larger characters. This is the concept of water that you can recognize in several words. So let's now analyze what this can express. Of course, you have the sh there as well. The sh is at a very far away an influence that comes near. So there is the first letter. And then, of course, we will add the other ones, and we will compare the symbols. The symbol like this, horizontal and then vertical, is basically a resume of all the signs that are presented in the time frame. You have the horizontal frame of you go and continue something that you do, like in the A, you continue something that you do. And then you you commit yourself to what happens and what changes. To what kind of changes will there be? That's this character. For me, in Japanese and in Chinese script, fits until now. It all fits to this kind of idea of transformation that you do by participating in the system. The transformation goes from summer over harvest and winter back into a spring condition, and that's in a very simple way the first form that is showing how it's participating in the system and will undergo its changes. The second part is the U in the frame. In the frame, the U is what is under development. It is developing. It is changing, and let's see what it ends in. And the E in the end, UI, dependency towards E, will show you what is the end effect of all this. That's only like an accompaniment of letters. They're not saying all of it. But if you see where the ending ends with water, you also had water, you had different conditions, but it actually ended in a condition where you can also sense the water. It's first the water flows, and in the end the water will split, and you will sense it. You will see that it's splitting there. That's more or less what happens there. It is these fluctuations and variations makes you at the end sense the water. There, this water will be sensed. And also in the old system, you have these two parts. You have the stream in the middle, and then you have the drops that flows over. You have the different kind of drops that you see. You see 4 drops in total. That can be more about that later. So there are two conditions in the water. So there's the general flow, which is expressed with, in English, by the W. The W is more like a wave as an after effect. The S is also a wave, also always presented as a wave, but more as a direct effect on us a bit further away. W actually can also be further and further away, but there are fluctuations. It's just the focus is slightly different. They can both express waves, so that the one word is with W and the other one with S is comprehensible. With water you have this wave, and then in the end you have this wave where it also breaks and where you can sense the water. The same thing is also in the Chinese word and symbol. And it focuses also on the last effect, the end effect, which is also the basics for the conceptual idea of this. Going out of the flow, you have the drops of water where it breaks apart, but you can sense that there as well. And there was a very good video on the internet, which I can recommend you. It's from the Oriental Marco Polo, so I make some publicity. And there he explained actually very well the kind of conditions for water can be recognized in words as a separate character. And you have not just here, you can see 3 dots, which really represents water, the stream and the splitting into the water drops, let's say. You can more or less remember it like that. But you also have just these 2 drops, 3 drops, 4 drops, and I will tell you what they are. They are actually the different states of water. Water, just like in the water in English, there are different stages. The water that flows in, that has changes, and at the end it will show you drops. It's not just that kind of sense of water. There are even more stages of water. Of course, you know all these stages of water, and we can use them if we use elements, like the water is used as an element, not just as water itself, but as the element of water. We will also distinct different stages and states of this water. And what are the different stages or conditions or forms of water? You have with the 2 drops, it's the first state, and that's actually directing also towards the solid state. It is related with everything, like from cold water. So it's also from cold to warm. You have also these conditions. It's all about balance. You have the first condition is cold water, which also can be the frozen or solid state of water. Then you have the fluid state, which is of course water itself. It's floating and it can have drops. That's the main symbol. That's the main radical or concept. And then you have like the gas-like state, or the humid state, the damp state of water, which is of course related with hot water, heated up water. You can almost recognize that it's warmed up from beneath, and that's the heated stage. Can be recognized immediately in the characters. When you recognize these characters parts, you immediately know, oh yeah, this is about water. And you know immediately, you know the stage with just 1 drop and 1 flow, it's solid. 2 drops, 1 flow, floating water. And here are really 4 drops. That's where everything is related with the heating up also of water, damp, and that last condition is hot water condition. Lots of words will also use that character, that radical. So I hope this was a contribution that brings you closer to either the English word or the Chinese word. Sorry that my pronunciation was not so great here. But anyhow, there was enough in here to understand also the sounds themselves from both words and the character as well, I hope as well. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.